Alright, so we're going to try to get this 4L80 installed into the Hot Wheels truck, but first we're going to try to get this giant converter out of the box. It is a 10.5, right?
I think so.
Converter from Transmission Specialties. Supposed to be a 3200 to 3600 stall converter with the anti-ballooning plates and all of that good stuff. So
Triple disc lockup.
Triple disc lockup, all of the goodies. So we're gonna try to get this thing with minimal impact, hopefully.
Fingers crossed.
Okay.
Good. Kind of. We did already pre-fill it with fluid, some fluid.
Yes.
A little over a quart. May have to go on that side to hold it. Or push it away from me.
Alright, sorry about that, guys. Had to help Drew, so I had to put the camera down, but now that I have hopefully found a decent stand, you guys can hang out there and watch the rest. So right now I'm going to get the front end jacked up just enough so that the transmission and the jack can go underneath it, and then we'll get to work on getting it installed.
Almost at station X.
Might be enough right there.
Just help or you got it?
Not sure. You can just watch her blow, make sure I don't hit anything. Ready?
Okay.
Yep. Just trying to think, do I want to try to put it up there and then bring the shield and dipstick?
Well, are we going to leave it at this height, or are you wanting to set it back down? Because if you're going to want to work underneath it, I need to put the stands up.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Usually, at least what we've been doing is putting it on, or putting it underneath there and then
Lower it back down.
lowering it back down, but we don't have to lower it down all the way. I can still put it on jack
I think
stands.
these things have a parasitic draw because that one's dead and that's the one you gave me yesterday. But yeah, you should be able to come down, I think. At least it looks good on this side. I can't see the other side.
Yeah, I know I flinched.
No, I mean, if it counted for anything, I almost went.
Okay. Alright, let's see if we can get you guys in a better position. Hold please. Think it's all gonna fit?
I guess we'll see.
Okay.
The only thing I don't know is how to get the dipstick in.
Okay.
I'm
probably gonna have to go up from the top and bring it down to you.
It's probably gonna have to go in now.
Okay. I'll go grab it, even though I didn't do what I was supposed to. But I'll have to go in rusty now, I guess.
Yeah, it's just setting in the dipstick. I finally got it to go into the transmission.
And now it's pointing right towards the blower.
Okay. Well. Huh.
Inside of the valve cover, not the outside or right behind it, like the other one was.
Yep. Okay. I don't think the dipstick tube's gonna work. Because it's not even all the way towards the driver's side that it needs to be.
Okay.
For it to fit inside the shield. And we may be able to bend it.
Yeah, so basically where Dad welded it, that first, or that, where it starts to come up straight, it'll have to be bent towards me on the passenger side, and then I think the next turn has to be straightened out as well.
I almost wish we could cut it here and rotate it so it's pointing that way.
Or that, yeah.
Which could be done, but
It's a lot of work.
yeah, I mean, it's a lot of work. It's something your dad would have to do. It has to be TIG welded.
Yeah.
Because I don't know that we could bend it enough without collapsing it.
Yeah. The only way it can be installed is now.
It's the only way I can see to do it. Because once the transmission's up there, you can't put the dipstick in the shield. And you can't take the shield off because there's no room between the back of the transmission and the firewall.
So, what do you think needs to be done? Or what's your thoughts?
Honestly, what we didn't want to do.
I mean, right now, the only other thing we can do is see if we can bend it enough to take the shape of the 4L60 one.
Yeah.
But even then, it's still going to be tough because of how it sits in the flex plate shield.
Yeah. Yeah, the only way I can see doing it and it working is cutting it, rotating the top part and welding it.
So are we going to keep trying, or we need to put this on hold till in the morning?
I think we need to put it on hold.
Okay. Go down there, turn the camera on.
I'm sorry.
No, it's fine. Well,
I didn't realize it was that far towards the middle. But I guess in thinking about it, if you think about an LS engine, which this was behind.
yeah. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah. Well, I guess we're on hold until in the morning when our welder / dad / whatever you want to call him. His name's Sam, but he wants us all to call him Fosmo, so I
He
guess.
used to have hair.
Yeah, he used to have hair. He used to have a lot of hair. If I can find a picture, I'll insert it here. If not, if you know him, please comment in the video whether or not to call him Fosmo. Otherwise, he's just going to be Dad. but I guess we'll be back in the morning.
All right, we had to take and put on the metal brake and bend the ears of her SFI flex plate shield. So we got that to get away from the headers, to tuck it closer to the block. Then I had to bend a little bit of this to massage it to get it out because it was over further against the supercharger. So we had to bend that item over to the dipstick over to the right of the truck a little bit. And then as we were putting the 4L80 in and the dipstick and the SFI flex plate shield, all of that had to go in together so we could get the dipstick down through the slot that's made for the flex plate shield. So it took a little bit of getting through.
And I'll insert the pictures of the flex plate shield because it is really hard to see right now, and trying to get up underneath with the headers, it's just really difficult to see. So I'll just insert pictures here.
As you can see, we got the transmission in, lines run, all the exhaust hooked up. I'm not sure how well I'll be able to show it. Maybe a little bit better from the driver's side. The transmission shield at the top, that was fun. You can see right up there where we had to clearance a little bit to make it all fit, as well as hammer back the pinch weld, or I'm not sure what you'd call that, where they put the firewall and the floor together. We had to hammer that back to get it, well, really to go into place. Now that it's there is a little bit of a gap, minus way, see if I can get the light, way up there. I think it's touching, but it's kind of hard to tell. But yeah, up there, see, it's finally focused. But we did get that all in there. Got the linkage hooked up. I had to cut that bracket because it was going the other way for the 4L60. We just flipped the mount over and then welded it back on. Wired up the manual control box. Put a little bit of wire loom on it and a connector so we can actually disconnect it, and then stuck it in through where the original wiring and some other stuff went through. Also got the drive shaft in all the way back there. Wasn't too bad. That actually went right in pretty much. The only thing we're lacking down here that I can think of, light's running away, is I forgot to order a fitting for our transmission temperature sensor, because since we're not running a computer, we can't use the internal temperature sensor. So we got that fitting coming in. It's just gonna be an inline, to be determined. I don't know if I'm gonna run it on the outgoing hose because it's going to the cooler, or the one that's going back into the transmission. Not really sure. Gotta do some more research to make that decision. But no, that's pretty much it. As you can hear the ratcheting, we're taking the seat back out. So that we can get to the exhaust cutout wires, because I think we may have got them pinched when we put the seats in. Yeah, I think that's pretty much it. It wasn't outrageously terrible, but it was not very fun either. That transmission shield was very difficult. But yeah, that's about it under here.
So I guess we're going to try to see if this thing will run. get back inside here. See if I can slide in through this way.
You can need the hole in it, it's hot.
So, reason why we shut it off, I noticed that the bolt had come loose for the alternator, because we also started losing voltage, so we'll have to tighten that back up and see if there's anything else, anything wrong with it or anything like that. But I mean, can't knock a good startup. I mean, everything was running great. It's running a little fat, but other than that, that's nothing but a little bit of carburetor tuning. And we do need to put some return springs on it, so that's why we kept pushing it here, is to get it to lower its idle. It's too loose at the moment. And trying to do some tightening.
It's condensation on the carburetors.
Temperature, all that was doing good. It was running great. I think everything was doing really good.
I didn't see any leaks on anything. The only thing we'll need to do next, once we get that figured out, and maybe double check on my wiring for the alternator, make sure I have the correct, what do you call it thing? Butt connector on there, not butt connector, you know what I'm talking about. And then we can lower it down and actually put it in gear.
Yeah, we'll have to. We're going to try to put it in gear, run it through all of its gears so we can get the fluid in, check the fluid again, so then maybe we could do a little bit of a loop to do break-in for the 9-inch. So it's got a spool in it, so we definitely don't have to do the break-in period like a traditional. Anything else street-wise, just do a couple of loops and you're good to go. But I think that's it for tonight. That's a very successful startup. Everything's doing really good. So hopefully the next time you stop by, we'll have this thing on the ground so that maybe we could do a quick test around town, I guess, right? Yeah. Thanks for hanging out with us. Remember, don't be afraid to... Never mind.
Cut!
So just want to show you guys what happened on Friday night when we decided to take it out for a quick test drive so we could take it out hopefully for the day on Saturday, but unfortunately the blower decided it wanted to just quit, I guess. I don't really know, but what happened here was these bolts decided to back themselves all the way out and gear oil went everywhere, but when it decided to do that, we were doing a little bit of a test to see what the truck would do. It made 8.9 pounds of boost when it decided to get gear oil everywhere. So it is all the way down both sides of the truck. It's in the cab. It's on the passenger side. It's all in the engine compartment here, all over the valve covers, anywhere it could possibly get. It got. It's all underneath the truck. So hopefully today we're going to try to get a little bit of what we thought is gear oil, because that was the other thing that happened. The truck tried to catch fire on the way home, so that was a pretty eventful Friday night for us both. Gives you a good flash before your eyes and all your money quite literally going up in smoke. But we're good, we're safe, the truck's okay, but hopefully we can get all this gear oil off. We don't actually think it's gear oil now because it shouldn't have caught fire.
Yeah, I shouldn't have tried to catch fire. Gear oil burned a lot higher.
But it did, so we're gonna try to, like I said, get all this cleaned up, put the correct gear oil in it, and hopefully give it another test to, fingers crossed. I really hope I didn't hurt anything, but we're gonna try to get this cleaned up today and we'll go from there.